Epidemiology of atopic dermatitis is a very difficult question because there are so many different ways you can look at epidemiology. We have selected different types of methodologies depending on the country. And sometimes we used the observational studies from other co-workers from different countries, because we looked at the whole variety of different countries from the European Union. What we found was that, well, 45% of cases are developing very early. Then a little bit later, up till the age of 6, you have another 60. But you shouldn't forget that about 10% of patients, or even more, are going to develop atopic dermatitis much later. We have this late type of atopic dermatitis, or very late type of atopic dermatitis. You can see the first signs and symptoms at the age of 60. Therefore, the epidemiological studies are so difficult, because you have to rely on the either questionnaires or observational studies, which are different in different countries. But we have managed to collect quite a bit of data, and our data concerning epidemiological sort of situation in the European Union shows that in the countries like Denmark, where we shouldn't be so much aware, so much afraid of, let's say, environment, which is so clear. They take care of environment so much, and they take care of the food they consume so much. Why do they have such a high prevalence of atopic dermatitis, both in children and adults? There are many questions which are arising from this paper, and I think we have to go further on investigating what is the real truth behind. There must be some logic behind. Is it just that they are having children so late? Is it just that the families are not so big in comparison with other countries, like Poland, for instance, or Hungary, or so on? And we know that it is in parallel. If you have children late, if you have one child, the probability is much higher, although the genetic background is similar. So maybe this is the reason why the results are so different. Well, I would say that the peak of atopic dermatitis being diagnosed is very early, the early childhood, 3 months of age, before the age of 6. Then the second one is when the child is going to the primary school, the ground school. Maybe it is related to the stress, maybe it is related to the hormones. And then, well, you can achieve a very good control of the disease and lose it at the moment of a deep stress or viral infection. A good example is pregnancy. It can really make an atopic dermatitis relapse. We think that we are doing well, that we have reached a very good control of the disease, and pregnancy, lactation, can make the problem relapsing again. The stress related to the daily life, the stress related to the family problems, to the change of work, to the whole panel of different situations may cause the relapse. It's a very mysterious disease, and everybody is working on it, and there are so many theories. Well, which is the true one? There is logic behind many things. We were talking about allergic problems. Too much Now we are really pointing out to the skin barrier problem. And I think that we are on a good way now. And it will take ages until we understand the disease properly, finally. I hope it will happen one day.